Hey, I hope y'all are having a great day. It's March 24th, and today I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about really just a lot of stuff I'm going to be looking at, pretty much just like our next big deal storm system. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, so this video should be pretty quick. Uh, excuse me, but let's go ahead and get started. So these are our storm reports for yesterday's event, our severe weather event yesterday, March 23rd. Had a slight risk up in it kind of this area. I think kind of went like that. And we had another slight risk across a bit of the southeast there. The southeast slight risk didn't do a whole lot, but did see some tornadoes. Um, and we have 3 tornado reports here. We did see a few more tornadoes than we have tornado reports. When we take a look at our actual tornadoes here that have in the survey, we had a EF0 in Eccles County, Georgia, and Warren and Clinton County, Ohio, with an EF0 as well. Excuse me. In Huron County, Ohio, we had an EF0. We still had an EFU, a land spout in Van Wert County, Ohio. Then we had 2 more significant tornadoes, one in Pickens, South Carolina, Pickens County, with lots of trees damaged and a lot of home damage, a good bit of home damage as well. 3 injuries as well. And then in Virginia, Carroll County, we had a house shifted off its foundation, torn off. So 2 pretty strong tornadoes yesterday in the southeast there, and Virginia's got kind of the mid-Atlantic, but and then yesterday though, March 22nd, we had not yesterday, this was 2 days ago. We had this was my last video. Right when I was making my last video, we had an EF3 go to the east of New Orleans. Whole section on this tornado. We had 1 fatality. And yeah, apparently 160 mile per hour winds. Also pretty sure we had a person impersonating a National Weather Service employee in New Orleans. So that was lovely as well. I don't want to see it, but got people that'll do that. Yeah, so this is excuse me, that was a very strong tornado. We also had an EF3 in Kemper County, Mississippi, in the Damascus area. I think home's anchors out of the ground, okay? Throwing the home 100 yards. That's a manufactured home, though. So yeah, it was a pretty strong tornado as well. And then on March 21st, this was our first moderate risk. This is like really when our event started. On Monday, we had that EF3 in Jacksboro, Tennessee. Still apparently preliminary though. So also had several EF2s. This was the Round Rock one. So didn't we also have one in Gerald, Texas? Yeah, there you go. I think that's a Gerald. Excuse me. I think it's a Gerald, Texas one right there. But yeah, so we've had a very active past couple of days here. What's this? Like a 1 hour loop, okay. Not very helpful, but okay. Oh, this shows us our warnings from just the 2 days to March 21st to March 23rd. So this does not include like our slight risk yesterday, that kind of stuff, but it shows us all of our tornado warnings. That's pretty cool, like with our tornadoes. So that's very cool, actually. See like our lawn track storms there, individual storms that produce a lot. We can see we had a lot of tornado warnings in Mississippi and Alabama on the 22nd. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean that was pretty big event. I mean we had 47 tornadoes from this so far, according to this is on Wikipedia, but I do kind of trust it. Um, so yeah, I mean, I was pretty much lived up to my expectations, uh, or not expectations. It pretty much did what I thought it was gonna do. I mean, some people would call it like a bust, especially like the 22nd. Some people I know have called it a bust. In my opinion, no, it's not a bust. Uh, but yeah, so let's just go ahead and take a look at our next big deal storm system. So this is the GFS model year on pivotal weather, and we're going to be seeing a lot of just cold in the east. I mean, like the Great Lakes in the east this weekend, northeast. Um, even some snow maybe in some areas. But our next storm system enters the plains Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening, we have precipitation from north. I mean, a pretty clear front kind of right there. Another clear front right there. Pretty good looking storm system right there. Classic look for a little bit of some maybe. I mean, yeah, pretty classic look there of a storm system. We can see that low kind of shifts, and then GFS indicates just a big. I mean, like a big squall line. It looks like. Uh, but this is the GFS though, so I wouldn't really trust that. I mean, I would even say maybe like up by the low, we could see severe weather from this too. So I mean, the GFS indicates a pretty widespread severe weather event. I mean, a lot of places you have that threat in the GFS. Euro, on the other hand, though, the Euro storm system seems to be moving a little faster, actually. Eh, yeah, maybe a little bit. Actually, a good bit. The storm system's all the way up on like Lake Michigan there, while in the GFS is in Kansas. So that's a big difference. So, but on the European though, we still see similar areas have a severe weather threat. I would say though maybe like a little further east though, because we don't get that daytime heating in the plains like we do on the GFS to really support like that severe weather. I guess you could say. Kind of sounded confusing. I mean, happens kind of overnight, but into the evening, so maybe. Uh, but definitely both of these models do have an interesting event mid to late next week. Let's take a look at our 500 millibar winds here. Excuse me. On the Euro, we have this pretty much this look here. I mean, it doesn't look like the best. I mean, in my opinion, this doesn't look as good as like our event as our event Monday through Wednesday this week, but I think this still could be a pretty big deal. I mean, we can see. I mean, definitely this area here at this time you'd want to look at for something, and we go over to the GFS for 500 millibar winds here. I think the GFS will look a little bit better, maybe. Maybe let's see. Yeah, the GFS definitely looks better. Now, of course, it still doesn't look like the best. I mean, risk I've ever seen. Now, this looks like it'd be mainly a pretty significant damaging wind threat along that front. If that any storms we get going there, which also looks probably linear in the GFS there. But keep in mind that this is about like a week out, roughly like 6 to 7 days out. So, I mean, details are going to change. I'm not going to like speak of any storms, but right now, what I kind of just want to like y'all to know is that I'm definitely watching sort of this area again next week for some severe weather. Maybe further east. We'll see. I definitely think we'll see it go further east as well. But like the general shape of this will likely change. But I'm definitely thinking we could see another severe weather event Wednesday, Thursday, like mid to late next week. But yeah, so I guess we'll, excuse me, guess I'll talk about this again on Saturday to see where we stand. Maybe make some outlooks over on AWIPS for y'all. Uh, and but yeah, so I mean that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. I mean, not a whole lot. The Euro looks pretty good too. I mean, definitely looks like a. Definitely think that once storms get into this area, that we could be looking at mainly like a damaging wind threat. I definitely think this looks a little bit more like. I don't really want to say like damaging wind, like more of like a damaging wind threat than our last event that we had Monday through Wednesday this week. But I definitely think though that I mean this definitely looks like mainly a linear storm mode here. But we also want to watch like all the way back into the plains, like even into the east. So I mean, there's a lot to watch with this. There's a lot to see. Or, I mean, there's a lot that could change. But I will talk about this again on Saturday, of course, and maybe has some outlooks for y'all. But thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great day tomorrow, and goodbye.